Let's get them this morning. Good morning, y'all. Let's go. Before I start the music, I want to thank everybody for setting it off for me in the morning. Ah, man, we got a good show today. That's why I didn't put the music up yet. Just want to give you a heads up. Today, we're going to have a real good show today. We're going to talk a lot. I'm going to keep the MOP page in for the whole day today, for the whole show today. So come on in. We got a whole lot of good conversation today, and I want to get y'all started, man. On this convo this morning, man. I definitely feel it's definitely needed today. So we're gonna get it popping today.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's work.
Let's work, y'all. Come on. Let's get it started. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's go. Let's get it popping. I'm about to put the music in. Let's get the music popping this morning first. Bong. Let's go, y'all. Come on. Okay, let's go. Thursday morning, strong. We popping. Good morning, everybody. Let's go, y'all. Vacation nights. Good morning. Little hip hop for y'all this morning. Thursday morning, classic.
Check it out.
Check it out. Let's go, y'all.
This here goes out.
Wow, that's loud.
Fucking mad bitches.
Let me know if y'all hear me. Oh yeah, let's get them. Good morning, everybody. Unction in the building. We got a lot to talk about today. Let's get it all popping this morning.
Close for you, kick down doors for you. Even left all my motherfucking hoes for you. Niggas think Frankie pussy whip. Nigga, picture that. Tack, we don't get down like that. Lay my game down quite flat. Sweetness, when you park that. Petiteness, but that ass fat. She got a body making me wanna eat that. I'm fucking with you. The bitch official though, hit harder than the missile, yo.
Good morning, y'all. Unction in the building. How y'all feeling this morning? Let's get the day started. Let's get it started. Happy Thursday, y'all. OSG Day. I'm here.
Then we all get laced. Television, Versace heaven. When I'm up in them, the shit she kick all the.
Beanie Long, good morning. Feeling great. Good morning. Good morning, Will Atkins. Good morning. We here. Come on, y'all. Let's go, y'all. Good morning, everybody. Unks in the building.
One time for you, my Unks in the building. Let's work.
Yeah, let's get some this morning. Shout them out for you one time for you, man. Let's go.
Grown and sexy only. Let's go. Come on.
We got some. I got a bunch. You know, every day I got some fun stuff to talk about. Today we're gonna keep the MOP page in all the way, every bit of it. Y'all gonna get the whole show today. All right, let's stop putting y'all up. Good morning, everybody. Let's go.
I know how it feel to wake up, oaked up. Pockets broke as hell, another rock to sell. People look at you like you's the user, selling drugs to all the losers.
We're going to Africa today. We're going to talk about Africa today. We're going to like this conversation, baby. Let's go, y'all. Come on.
Bills to pay, that's why you drink Tangerine. So you can reminisce and wish you wasn't living so devilish. I remember I was just like you, smoking blunts with my crew, flipping over 62s.
Y'all hear the music? Yeah, let me know if y'all hear the music.
I had to get PAD, that's why my mom hate me. She was forced to kick me out.
Thursday morning work, let's go. Oh, we killing them out there. Come on, they scared of us. The most dangerous morning show in hip-hop right now, hiding on Facebook, the most dangerous one in hip-hop. Oh, they scared of us. We talking that real talk. Let's go. I'm not telling old war stories about what I used to be a gangster now. We talking hip-hop. We talking culture right now in your face. Unapologetic. I'm changing the name to Unapologetic Hip-Hop. Let's go, y'all. Come on. World famous. World famous. Let's go, y'all. Come on. Let's get some. Good morning, everybody. Oh, we strong. Let's go, y'all.
We're grown and sexy. Let's work out. Come on. Unks in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Money. Let's go.
Yo, shorty, I still beat your ass, hip hop.
She get it from her mama.
Hey, let's go, y'all.
Can't tie a sweater over that.
Let's get some this morning, y'all. Aren't you in the building having a good time? Let's go, y'all. Let's work. Come on. Let's go.
Let's go. Whoa. I crept up behind her. Mommy threw it like a quarterback. I caught that like rice. I called Mommy Montana. Bandana, tie the hands up. This is gangster love.
Hey.
You on the rap CD, we gangster.
If you working,
R&B smooth, I ain't an R&B dude.
listen. If you working in the morning, you got shit to do in the morning. We ain't mad at you. That's why we up in the morning. I'm glad you come through and say hello.
I think I might wipe her. You know, powder blue, rock away, suit, white night. And Mommy to the cipher. ROC for like.
You know what's crazy? As I look at the analytics, I'm seeing that more people are starting to vibe with us and stay longer. They're hanging out with us longer. Let's go, y'all. Come on, get them.
We still hustle till the sun come up. Crack a 40 when the sun go down. It's a cold winter. Y'all better bundle up. And I better be a hotter summer rapper when you just rock it down. You hot now. Listen up. Don't you know?
That means y'all getting involved. I like that. Y'all getting involved in the morning. I like that. We waking up as the people. Let's go, y'all.
We still trying to keep
smiling, cause when the teeth stop showing and the stomach start growling, then it start flowing. If you from the hood, I know you feel me.
Keep going.
My sneak start leaning and I start working, then I start working. I'm me a person.
Shout to Freeway, shout to Beanie Siegel. Hey, let's go, y'all.
Come on. We gotta raise our kids while we live and making million off the record belt. Out of prison, Cabrini or Alexis, my boys in the squatter.
I got that cinnamon in my coffee this morning. Diamond Entertainment, what's up, y'all? Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get them. Hey, let's go, y'all. Rap about it. Laugh about it. Unction in the building. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. Let's work. Come on. Come on, Freeway.
And I can get it to you like 10 while you yawning, man.
Peace.
Still deliver the order, man. I ain't talking about chicken and gravy. I'm talking about.
Yeah, come on, y'all. Are we gonna talk about something this morning? Where my man at? I'm gonna bring a couple of people on this morning. We're gonna kick it. Let's go, y'all. Come on.
Let me get a free hold, never slacking, man. Sipping in the black rain, passing in the red ghost, getting ghost to pack, man. One time, know I got a knack to get that chain. Be the other black gang, all roads lead, man.
Hey.
Like T-Mac, ski mask, air it out. Got it, witnesses, cause 3 bears sticking out. Bounce. Bounce.
If they cut me off, I'm coming back.
Shit, relax your mind, let your conscience be free. You now rolling with them thugs from the ROC. Siegel in the house.
Rolling section, let's work, y'all. Come on.
Oh,
I see you, Mo. Let's work. Come on.
Push back, big in the house.
Still here, never left.
come on, Diamond. Shit, y'all. Rich niggas. That's my. Hey.
Hold up, love. Every time you see Jigga, man, I'm rolling on dubs.
Listen, they couldn't even hire me to be a DJ. I just do this shit for fun. Let's go, y'all. Unction in the building. Let's work, y'all. Come on.
J-Ho, my name is J. Peso. But in the meantime, told me where you make so. On the back of my eye, got that.
Most of the mixes is mine. I just don't do go-go myself, and I don't do the reggae myself because, you know, I got to give it up to those great reggae DJs. Everything else is all Uncle Lays. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Catch bleak in South Beach out of the reach of the
Police. Hey.
Yeah.
Show my back.
Yeah.
Get my pocket.
Oh, holla.
Hey. Holla if you want drama with
The dynasty, a male bleak Jigga. Eagle, that's an eagle, dog. Who else?
The morning emails. Come on, everybody. Unction in the building. So, yo, this morning, before we get started this morning, I'm going to set it off. Shout to my MOP First family. Y'all know what it is this morning. Billy Fame, Teflon. I put a picture up on my social media yesterday of Teflon and Dame Dash hanging out with my man Dr. Malik Smalls. Also coming up, we got Busta Rhymes doing a dope orchestra joint at Lincoln Center, which I think is dope. I'm gonna go there and check that out. Busta Rhymes. Yeah. We live, man. Come on, yo. Let's get this money, y'all. Come on, let's go.
Let's work. Watch you work. Got it. Shante. Come on. Be about us. Be about us.
So I'm gonna talk about a little about Africa this morning, man. That's why I want to keep y'all on. And I'm about to call my man from Ghana. And we're going to talk a little bit about Africa. Because something y'all don't be knowing about Africa. And I'm going to tell you, before we get started, we're going to get it popping this morning. Unction in the building. Let's go.
Get him, Joe.
Hold on, baby.
Let you know from
Oh,
the
my
gate.
God. This is...
I
Let's
want
turn
a
this
chick
up.
with the kips that licks the lips. He could be the office sight, but like the strip. Girl, you get me aroused, how you look in my eyes. What you talk too much, man, you ruin it. I wanna lose the feeling, cause the roof is still in is on fire. You looking good for the getting.
Let's go, grown people.
Whether in a hoodie or a linen, a provider. You should see the fury of my women, and I'm living it up. The squad stays filling the truck with chicks that's willing to trizz with us. You say you got a
Watch
man,
me work. Let's go. Up to the building. Let's go.
What's love gotta do with a little.
Hey.
After the party, me and you could get slide for a few, and she could come too. That's love. Got to do with it.
Shout out to my uptown people. Let's go. Grown and sexy. Unction in the building. Let's work. Come on.
I know what we're doing.
Y'all know what it is. Come on, Unc ain't playing this morning. Y'all know what it is this morning. Let's get some this morning. Welcome to the morning yawn in the morning emails. I'm in here, baby. Yeah. Let's go. Look, come on, baby. Let's work. My man Tony Willett Maine's popping this morning. How you feeling? Let's get it.
Nothing change your mind.
Let's get the party going this morning. Dr. D Nice Bojalin. Good morning, sis.
Get off the ground.
Let's work.
Hey.
Let's work. Come on. We'll show you how to do this. Let's go, y'all. Come on.
Staring at me instantly as I walk into this city. I can feel you digging me.
This that joint when you be on the wall of the club chilling, like you hard, you coming in, you thorough, but then you hear this little joint right here, you start moving. All the real dudes be moving off this right here. They be like, yo, that's my shit right there, son. That's my shit right there, son. Let's go, y'all. Come on.
It's a party. I got to run all through. We holding 20 plus. We can follow if we choose. See, ain't nothing changed since the days of the crew, except the elimination. They want to chew up my crew. Yeah.
Shout them out one time.
Good morning, everybody. Unc's here.
Grown and sexy.
Let's get it popping. Good morning. Let's go, y'all. Let's work. The offer imitated, never duplicated. Your boy Uncle Ace to the world famous, most dangerous MOP first family. Let's go, y'all. Wait till you hear the discussion. I'm leaving the MOP room in for the whole show today. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
What's my body? He really turn me out. He really get the goodness. He really made me scream and shout. He really taught me how to work my body. He really taught me how to go down south. He really tried to hurt me. I really love his fucking gangsta style.
Yo, we got chicks in the living room getting it on, and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. Oh, it's for Uchi. Oh, you ain't know how many O's in the bankroll? Sorta like the game show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? But my name ain't Regis. Nah, the one they call when they want they thing beat up. Hundreds of bodies, two brave hearts, guns in the party. Waves, brave, bald, these trademarks the army.
I know that you're somebody else's guy.
Oh, we grown and sexy. Yeah, let's work. Come on.
Shout out to all my grown and sexy grown hip hoppers in the building. Let's go.
He doesn't treat you.
Shout out to all my ladies in hip hop, ladies in R&B. Let's go. Let's get them this morning. Unc's in the building. Let's turn up. OSG Day. Let's go.
You're the one.
Wow.
I tell you, we're gonna get something right now. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
I know that you're somebody else's guy, but these feelings that I have for you, I can't deny.
Wow.
She doesn't treat you.
First of all, shout out to my whole OSG family today. This is Thursday. This is the day we dedicate to the OSG movement. Shout out to my brother Easy Breezy, Dennis McKeezy, and the whole OSG family. Trust me, man, we're going to get it there where we need to get to. March 17th and 18th, we got something popping in New York, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure y'all step in and check it out what the OSG is doing. They're doing some big things, education, leadership, and all that. So let's get it popping. Let's go, y'all.
Watch your blender now. Watch your blend. Let's go. Come on, Uncle. Let's go. Let's go.
This can be an end of the romance.
They don't know about this, Mo. They don't know about this, Mo.
Hey. Shout to my OSG family. Shout to my MOP First family. We live in New York this morning. Your boy Unction in the building. Let's go. How do y'all feel about that? We're gonna talk about this African thing in a minute. Come on, let's go. Tighten that up. Let's go.
Come on. Let's get out of there. Old to the new to the old. Let's go.
Let's go.
Shout out to all the old school people in the house. Let's go. Grown and sexy. Let's work.
I got it. They blocked me. Beanie Long, good morning. Now listen. Romantic places in my mind. Hoping someday I would find. If they block me, and sometimes they do, I'm just gonna go out and come back in. So if they block me, I'm going out and I'm coming right back in, y'all. Don't worry about it. I got you. Don't worry about it. Sometimes they do it. So if they block me, I'm coming. Watch me. Watch what I do. Watch me work. Watch how I go out. Watch me go out. Now I'm gonna come back in. Bong. So don't worry about it. I'll be right back. If they block me. Sometimes they block me for the music. You know what I'm saying? I got it. Don't worry about it. I got you covered. Now we back. Don't worry about it. We right back in. Bong. MOP page. I'll be right back in. See, you see that? You see that? You see that? They gonna block me, but I'm gonna come right back in. Don't worry about it. They blocked me, and I'm coming right back in. Don't worry about it. They blocked me. Bong. I'll be back, MOP page. 1 second. See, they blocked me, but I will be back in. Let's edit that motherfucker. Bring it right back in. You don't worry about it. I got you covered. We're going to be right back. Bong. We're back. Now we back. We back on MOP side. Let's go, y'all. Don't even worry about it. I understand. They sometimes block the page.
I be the life of the party, from the club to the hotel lobby.
5:46 in the morning, Unction in the building. Let's go.
Let's work. Let's work. Let's work. I break a heel, sweat it, sweat it. I break a heel, sweat it, sweat it. I break a heel, sweat it, sweat it. I break a heel, sweat it, sweat
it. Yeah. They be trying to block me, but I got them. No, I'm not. They try to block me, but I'm good. Don't worry about it. They always try it.
Let's go.
They can try to block me, but I'm good.
I do this for fun. Oh, come on, growing and sexy. Let's go.
They release it after a few minutes.
What up, Zach? I see you.
Woo! Let's go. Let's get them, y'all.
Let's work. Come on, let's work. I got you.
Mike Smith, good morning,
man. Let's go.
Seeking a place, but I'm free, and I got what it takes to rock.
Let's get them this morning, y'all. Let's go.
Watch what you say out your mouth, 'cause 50 shit.
We live today. Let's work out.
I'm
Let's go.
Mr. Hood when I'm traveling.
Traveling.
Get neck when I'm traveling.
Traveling.
Six-pack wood when I'm traveling.
Woo, we back. Let's go.
Good and the camera.
Let's go, Jamie. Good morning, everybody. Let's go.
Take a flick if you get a chance. Get that close in the van, 'cause I get that
Dough. Yo, they get mad at me. Don't worry about it. I'm good. Let's go.
I'm reckless, fire starter, heat your folks. And start an artist that eat your tracks, so don't bring them around. I'll be around.
This hip hop in the morning. What y'all know about hip hop in the morning? Let's go. Beats.
The opinion, I am not dead.
So,
And I never yielded.
rock short sleeves, breezing a pound. With plastic.
Hey.
I never yielded.
Hey.
Hey. Good morning,
And I
everybody.
never yielded. Let's go.
Seeking a place, but I'm free, and I got what it takes to rock the mic. Still watch what you say out your mouth, 'cause 50 shit still hurt to go.
I'm Mr. Hood when I'm traveling. Get neck when I'm traveling. Six-pack wood when I'm traveling. Relax, 'cause the click fit good and the caravan slide through your hood like a avalanche. Take a flick if you get a chance. Get that close in the pants. Get that me, sleep with me. I'm reckless, fire starter, heat your folks. And start an artist that eat your tracks, so don't bring them around. I'll be around Ricans, beat out low. Now they got all the toast and told me no.
Oh, this girl, her name is Maxine. Just like a bunch of roses. If I ever tell you about Maxine, you older say I don't know what I know.
What she say?
Now this one dedicated to the girl with the angel face and the devil heart. You know, so Ragamuffin Chaka, the most new pop players can feel it.
I am not dead, and I have never yielded.
This little girl, her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of roses.
Do I really need to prove myself anymore? Do I gotta prove my love anymore this morning?
Murder she wrote.
Do I gotta prove my love this morning? Let's go.
Murder she wrote.
I love this hip hop thing. Let's go.
She wrote.
Channel with him, a pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can hold chaka. Follow me. A pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can hold chaka. Say that you pretty, all you say pretty, but your character dirty. Then you just act too flirty. You want to talk thick and also hurry. And when you find your mistake, you talk about yourself.
Hey.
If they cut me off on Facebook, I'm right here on YouTube. If they cut me
On the dance, I'ma make it dance.
I have never yielded.
You know,
therefore I am not dead. Let's go.
make a move, True Hill. Come on.
I got this feeling.
Good morning, everybody. To the building. 5:50 in the morning. We got 10 more minutes of this good music, man. Let's go, y'all. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's go. If you're getting up, you're getting yourself ready. You're having a little coffee, a little tea. You get a little stretch. Good morning, yawning. Let's get it popping this morning. Shout to my MOP family. Shout to my OSG family. It's OSG day today, y'all. Let's get provocative. I'm in the building. Let's work, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Somebody sleeping in
I invented sweat. Popping bottles, putting supermodels in a cab. Proof. I guess I got my
Swagger back. What?
truth. I invented sweat. Popping bottles, putting supermodels in a cab.
Do I got to continue proving my love to y'all? Do I got to prove my love to y'all in the morning?
I invented sweat. Popping bottles, putting supermodels in a cab.
I never yielded.
Swagger back. Truth. New watch alert. New blows. Or the big face rolly, I got 2 of those. Arm up the way.
I'm going to give it to Clark Kent. I'm going to give it to Kid Capri. I'm going to give it to Red Alert. I'm going to give it to my man DJ Scratch. I'm going to give it to like Mr. C as far as dope DJs. Otherwise, nobody else fucking with me. Let's go.
It's so crazy, man. I'm about to go dumb again. They ain't see me cause I pulled up in my other bins. Last week I was in my other bins. So your diamond.
They can't even book me. Let's go.
Again.
I never yielded.
Let's work. Come on.
Relax your mind, let your kind be free. You now rolling with them thugs from the
MOP. Let's go, y'all.
Nigga in the house. Sick bastard.
Yeah. Get your mind, nigga. You gon' get your fucking ass whooped.
Nigga in the house.
Still here, never left, still bust, more left.
Young over in the house. Yeah.
Billy, Fame, those my niggas. Hey.
Hold up, love. Every time you see Jigga, man, I'm rolling on dubs. Don't forget about them blades, chopping it up. It's the sick rock. You
Man,
hot enough.
I don't know. For me, I'm amped this morning. I'm amped. April, good morning. Benny Long, good morning. I'm turned up this morning.
Engine gunning, throwing it up like nigga on an empty stomach. You don't hear nothing? Do that.
This way you take your Hennessy, whatever you drinking, your Tanqueray, your Grey Goose, let's go. This that time of the club where you throw your drinks in the air, and you like, yeah, what up? You see your homies over there. Your man got a bottle over there. My man at the bar over there. Ladies just throwing it up right now. They just took their coats off. They're getting warm on the dance floor.
All those times I said that I love you. You're not mine. Yes, I tried. Yes, I tried. You're not mine. Even though you knew I died for you.
April Leon, good morning. Love you, sis.
Price went up.
I give it to DJ Kid Capri. I give it to DJ Red Alert. I give it up to my man, Mr. C. I give it up to my man, DJ Scratch. I give it up to my man, Clark Kent. The rest of y'all can't see me. The rest of them DJs can't see me, and they can't even book me.
Made a song y'all can step with. Y'all appointed me to bring rap justice, but I ain't 5-0. Y'all know it's Nas, yo. Grey Goose and a whole lot of hydro.
The difference is your favorite DJ sleep right now. Ups up, let's go.
And the best, well dressed with finesse in the white tee, looking for white men. A girl who fly and talk so nicely.
Funk is up right now. He's up in the morning. Let's go. Yeah, I'm talking to LL about this, putting the show on Sirius in the morning. Okay. I do it for hip hop. I do it for hip hop. I do it for hip hop. I'll do it for LL Cool J and hip hop. They need this on Sirius in the morning. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. They need this energy in the morning. They need it. They need it. Let's go. Hip hop needs it. They need me this morning. Let's go.
First time he got on it, he slipped, landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a lisp like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit. It was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing. He couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he stand it, brand it. Just the first kick flip, he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here, so I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. And so we kick, push, kick, pick, push, kick, push, kick, push, and away he rolled. Just a rebel to the world with no place to go.
It's 5:56 in the morning, Unction in the building. Let's get it popping, y'all, this morning. Man, it feels good. Let's go. Shout out to my OSG family. Let's put that work in. Let's go.
I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
I have not yielded.
I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
All right, my MOP page. I'll be right back.
Please us with your lyrical thesis. We just chillin', milk 'em, top billin', silkin', pure linen, me and Little C, Malibu sea breeze, dawn peas, palm trees, cats named Pablo, and milked out Diablo, the williest one. This nigga be the silliest.
Come on, man.
The
Stop
more
playing
I
with me.
smoke, the smaller the
Philly gets. Stop playing with me this morning, man. All right, my MOP page. I'm about to start the show. We'll be right back after this message. This your boy Unc in the building. Shout to my OSG family. Shout to my MOP first family. I'm gonna get the show started. I'm gonna bring my first guest on right away. So we're gonna get this conversation going today. I got a great conversation for y'all this morning. And I'm watching how it all ties in together. Let's go. Yeah, we working. Let's go. Grown and sexy people on. Let's go,
I
y'all.
used to be scared of the. Now I throw lips to the. Handle it like a real. Have a hunter.
Shout out Lil Kim. Let's go, y'all. What?
Yes, what? I got land in
Switzerland.
Even got sand
In the Maryland.
diamonds in the spring.
Brooklyn.
Can't tell by the diamonds in my ring. That's how many times I wanna 21 and another one and another one and another one. 24 carats. That's when I'm with the average. Word. Brothers be back and old. Don't you like the way I roll and play with my? Tell me what's on your mind when your tongue's in the.
Woo.
Is it marriage? Damn. Yeah. Baby carriage? Damn, we love that. No, on a dime, it's mine. Got to keep them coming all the time.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody.
The Mike Jordan, the rap, Mike Jackson, the pop. The Mike Tyson, the street airs with no socks. The Hugh.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Unc's in the building.
The Mike Jordan, the rap, Mike Jackson, the pop. The Mike Tyson, the street airs with no socks.
I do this hip hop thing. Let's work. Let's get some. I'm a little amped up this morning. All right, we're going to Dahlia right now. We're going to Monkey right now. Shout to Dahlia. First of all, I'll tell you to turn around.
Hey Dad, it's Dahlia. Congratulations on your new show. I know how you get, so don't be too rough on them. Love you and good luck. Bye.
Love you too, Monkey.
Welcome to the Raw Perspective with your host, the incomparable Uncle Lays, a.k.a. Lays Elliott, a.k.a. Lazy Lays from the world famous, kicking it with you in topics about health, politics, music, art, culture, and now for your host, the legendary Uncle Lays.
Hey, yo. What's up, y'all? It's your boy.
Hey, yo, Lays is rock. Get in there and tell the people what it is, man. Let them know what this thing is all about.
Oh, come on, man.
Give them the information.
That's what we do. We let you know what this thing is all about.
And we give you the information, the inspiration, and the invitation. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to start this conversation this morning because something's heavy on me. And every day we've been having some great conversations in the morning. Good morning, Angela Diva. Good morning, everybody. Y'all know what we've been having. And normally I kick out the MOP room. So I'm going to say goodbye to the MOP room, but I'm going to bring it right back in today. Today I'm going to say goodbye to the MOP room, but I'm going to bring it right back because today I got something great to talk about. And I really want my MOP family to be involved in this conversation. This is a world conversation. It's a strong conversation. I want everybody to be involved in this conversation this morning. Make sure my mic sounds right. Also, there you go. We're in the building. So the conversation this morning, we want to talk about Africa for a second. MOP page, you'll be back in a second. I'm letting y'all back in. We're talking about Africa this morning. And as you guys know, Africa is now getting a lot of big investment from China. It's getting a lot of big investment from Russia. And the United States has been kind of like disrespecting Africa in a way that it's a big mistake for the United States to disrespect Africa, because Africa in the next 50 years is going to be the most powerful beyond the resources. We could talk about the cobalt mines in the Congo and all that stuff, but Africa is about to be one of the biggest conversations on the world. As always, it's been the biggest conversation in the world, but in the next 50 years, Africa is going to be even a bigger conversation. The people that are are living there now. The young people are getting richer. They're getting stronger. They're getting more involved, and they're getting more powerful thanks to the world connection, the social media, and they're getting more information. So we are definitely going to have this conversation about Africa. And let me bring my boy in this morning. This is my main man. This is my brother from another mother. My man from Power Arm. My morning yawning brother. Power Arm. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, my century brother.
My century brother. Yo.
Hello.
Yo, Omar.
Hello. Yes, sir.
So a couple of things that people don't know about Africa too. In Ghana, if you're an American citizen, if you're American, if you were taken away, the way they explain it is that they took away 400 years ago. They took away some of the biggest and strongest, and they sent them off to slavery in the United States. Our brothers and sisters in Africa, they separated us from our family in Africa. But like, hold on, you got to turn something down in your background, Omar.
My brother is talking on the phone. That's why. Sorry. I'm in Netherlands. I'm in Holland right now.
Are you in Holland?
I'm in Netherlands.
From Germany, Danai cow from Germany.
Germany. Now listen, my brother, you have to stop whatever you're doing because you're causing a feedback.
Okay, let me step up. Let me step out of the car so we can talk for a minute. Yeah. I'll step up. Sorry. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, so back to what I was saying. Because I need you on here. I want you to be clear for the people to understand you, my man. Shout out to all my MOP fans out there in Holland. Shout out to everybody within the sound of my voice. My brother Power Arm. He's been there for a lot of years. He is our brother. He's normally in Cologne, Germany. He's in Ghana, Africa. So he's in Holland right now doing his thing.
Yes, sir.
Let me try to deal with this echo because I need people to hear this conversation. If not, I'll just on the phone. But I really want to deal with this echo. Let me see if I can do echo cancellation. I got the echo cancellation. I don't know why it's working like that. But anyway, Power, first of all, good to see you, my brother. Love you, my brother.
Good to see you back. Good to see you. I love you back.
Yeah, man. So there's a conversation that we don't know in America. In America, we can go back as African descendants of African people. We can go back to Ghana and become citizens and have dual citizenship. And you guys the Ghana will take Americans back, and that will strengthen the economy. They want Americans to go back to Ghana, and they want us to go back to Africa because they feel as if, just like the Jewish people in Israel, they took us from our home and they're trying to bring us back. My question to you, my brother, what is the thought about African Americans in the rest of the world? You are from Africa. You are a legit brother from Africa, from Ghana. You can tell us what would it be like for us to go back to Ghana?
Yeah, I think it's a time that the time has come. They started it way back ago during 1957 when Ghana became independent.
Yeah.
The first guy who led us to the independence was Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. So this guy, he studied in America. So he came with the concept of being together with Secretary, some guys, big guys some of them studied in America. They were with Marcus Garvey. I think most of you know him. So they started with Marcus Garvey with all this the diasporans to come back home. So he took that concept. Actually, the concept go way back to 1957. So we were, they were talking about
the Pan-Africanism. Right until now.
Yeah.
Is it because the Chinese are investing money in the country?
Not really. That's what I'm saying. This the whole concept go way back. It was a concept that we were working on it, and Ghana became the main transitory point where the slaves were shipped to all over the world. Ghana and Gambia.
Gambia and Senegal.
Yeah, this is where most of the slaves were shipped out.
Yeah.
So Kwame Nkrumah's aim was, together with the brother Marcus Garvey, is to make sure we bring all our people back So go way back. I think they talk about how to get a big land for them in case those who want to come should come back home. So the Jamaicans took Gambia back in the let's say 20, 30 years ago. The Jamaicans went home. Some of them went to Gambia.
Yeah, yeah,
And then now our leaders, our new leaders who came with the idea that look, we have to continue the Nkrumahism, the Pan Africanism. So Ghana opened the gate not only for Americans, for all the diasporas to come back home. Anyone who want to come back home, you can come back home with the knowledge that you people have. You know, Africa needs your help. This is the time that our brothers have to come home with skills, with investment, instead of the Chinese or the Americans or the Europeans to come and invest and cheat us up and rob us. It's better our own brothers to come with their skills, to do what the Chinese and the Americans and the Europeans are doing.
the
I think
hundreds of millions of Africans are out in Brazil and America. 50 million African Americans are here in this country. There are Africans all over Europe. At the end of the day, they are like just like Israel. They're saying to you, "Come home, come home to Africa, come home and build up." Because what they're doing in the Congo right now for the cobalt is. Do you know about what they're doing in Congo for the cobalt now?
not only cobalt, it's the petroleum. Congo is the richest soil on the planet, on the
Yeah.
face of the planet. No country in the world can compete with Congo. Not Saudi Arabia, no way, no country.
Yes.
And the white people, the Congolese were, I'm sorry my language, they were uneducated. So the white people are taking the chances. Not only America, everybody is there. The Japanese are there, the Chinese are there, the Germans are there. Everybody is there. And they divided the country into like 100. And everybody is controlling. So what they did was like divide and conquer.
Yeah.
So they divided the people into pieces, into tribes. And they gave the Russians are controlling one side, the Germans are controlling the other side, the Japanese are controlling the other side. So, they're robbing them, broad daylight robbery from their resources.
We are so inundated with bullshit over here. Like we really focus on the wrong things in America. We're focusing on like what hip hop guy is the biggest hip hop guy and shit. But we're not focused on what's happening in our planet. Thank God for we travel the world to understand it.
Yeah, you saw a lot. You saw a lot when you travel. The thing is, as our brothers in America back home,
yeah,
they focus a lot on the music side, and they focus a lot in investing only in America instead of looking outside. Because if a white man or a Lebanese guy, most of the investors in Africa anyway are Lebanese. If a Lebanese guy can come to Africa with $100,000 to own the biggest land and doing a cobalt or a gold or diamond business, what holds our brothers in America who got millions of millions with ideas, with education to come and do it? And the door is open. And the door is open. I know Sri Lankans. Sri Lanka. We're talking about Sri Lanka. They came with they came to Africa with less than $20,000. And they took everything. And our own brothers are sitting on millions and thousands. And we are the same people. And you can have everything.
Jewelry. We're buying the jewelry that they're selling us.
Yeah. And you can own your jewelry company in Africa. So what's the problem? What's holding our brothers back? I don't understand.
What you're saying is for a chain that you're buying, you can have your own.
You can own your own company. I think I told you before last time, a couple of months ago. Bro, I bought a land and I was excavating my own gold.
Wow.
I will send you the picture of my own gold. No, you see, if I can do it, you come to Africa, you can do it.
My brother, I think that's why I called you this. Well, it's not the morning where you are. You're in Holland right now, so it's afternoon, but it's the morning in America. 6 o'clock. Salute. People are talking about it, and they understand. Beware like I said, they got the NFL in Africa now. Beware of of Europeans bringing books and gifts to
Yeah.
Africa because you have to understand it's a real situation, but
Yeah.
it's changing now. The cobalt is what they use to make the iPhone, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah,
cobalt.
yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
cobalt. Without Congo, we can't use nothing. We can't use iPhone. We can't use laptop. We can't use nothing without Congo.
Wow.
So, brother, you can imagine. You can imagine the kind of pressure that is on Congo right now. So you can't do nothing. So you can imagine. So these guys, they know the importance of cobalt. So what they're doing is there will never be a peace in Congo because once there is a peace in Congo, they will lose all these things. So always there's a war. Congo becomes a war since the 1950 something, and it's always going to be like that.
African leaders in Rwanda, the African leaders in Angola, the African leaders in Nigeria, the African leaders in Gaza
Everywhere,
together
everywhere.
and block the Europeans from coming in.
Bro, they are corrupt. They are sellout. They're backstabbers. They are corrupt. That's why we need you people to come because with your education background, with the enormous intelligence that you guys have, they keep our people on track because
Right.
they know they don't give the Africans education because they are scared. If they give them proper education, they're going to grow up and challenge them. So what they're doing over there is these guys are corrupt. They are sellout people. So if you people come with your stuff,
So what you're saying is they're selling out like our own people, just like in the slave trade.
yeah,
Our people
yeah,
are selling
yeah,
us out. The leadership in Africa is selling us out.
the leaders is so corrupt that I will tell you for sure. They're so corrupt, and they try to corrupt the whole institution. What they do is they don't educate the people, so they make them look stupid. They don't know what is going on. They don't know the importance of everything they have, but the leadership know, and they're selling it to the white man. And how the white man operate. When he came, you see the chances. He used force and take it away. That's it. So if the leader trying to argue with him or trying to, show some strength with him, he choose another guy, give him gun, give him money. Say, look, take this guy out.
So
This is what is going. Yeah.
this morning show that I do now, I started it it's on Facebook. Now it's everywhere, and we got over 215,000 people that
Oh
have
wow.
access to it right now, and that's why I think when we start to have these conversations,
That's
I
good.
think it's important that we put the right shit out there. No disrespect to
Yes.
Drink
No,
Champs,
no, 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 no.
to all the other shows. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
saying, like Hoff and those guys. I don't give a damn about what you used to do in hip hop. Who cares? Let's talk about what we can do moving forward. Forget yesterday. Let's move
Exactly.
to tomorrow. And how do we get
Exactly.
our African and American people? How do we change the? And I'm not saying I have nothing against my European family, my white people in Europe.
No, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no.
Right.
Nobody. It's a fact. The fact is, written on the ground. But you can't dispute the fact. It's a fact. This is not disrespectful, and it's not all Europeans are doing it. So it's.
Uh,
I told you, even Africans are doing. Our own leaders are doing. So it's not that we are doing a blame game here. We're saying the way it is. So we are saying it exactly the way it is.
so
It's not.
one of the people asked a question to you. She wants to know what about women's rights in Africa?
I can only talk about Ghana
Right.
because I live in Ghana. So, and I think human rights in Africa is in Ghana. I'm not gonna say it's perfect, but it's better than so many places. And don't forget, the way they took the human right is like they took it like the way the Westerns. We have our culture and the traditions. So if they come to us, they think what we are doing is wrong, but we know what we are doing is right because our culture, we have a culture differences.
Right.
So African culture, with the way we live with a woman, is different from the way they do. So one is talking about woman rights is
I was talking to a very powerful woman from Ghana very recently, and there are very powerful women in Ghana.
Yeah.
And they're very wise and very respected in Ghana.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the women's rights in Ghana, you're right. It is very different some other
Yeah.
countries
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
in Africa.
Yeah.
A lot of countries in Africa are different Islamic countries that have different rules.
Different rules. Yeah. You've been to this thing before, right? What's the name of the country again?
Mauritania is a
Mauritania and
yeah,
Mauritania. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
You see
yeah.
how it is, right? Bro. I would say so far Ghana is doing well with the woman with the woman right thing.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
woman got it right. But it's a culture thing. It's a culture and a tradition way. We have our culture and we don't want to lose it anyway for the Western ideologies and their way they live in. My father was married to 4 women, and they're still there till today. I don't think that thing is gonna change from.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, let me just give you a little. Let me give you a little applause there, brother. He said, my brother Omar says his father married to 4 women, and he's
Yeah,
still there today, chilling. Listen,
yeah, chill it.
I'm not going to say. Listen, I'm not going to say I have any issue with what you saying, brother. I think, hey, listen, whatever. That's what's working with your father and those 4 women, right?
Yeah, 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 that's it. And let me tell you, it's not only Muslims in Africa do that. It's African thing. It's
Yeah,
African thing. So yeah, the Christians, the Muslims, everybody does it. It's African way of living.
the African
And
way. Even the
yes,
Christians married to
yeah,
more than 1 woman, right?
yeah, that's our custom.
Yeah,
So I don't think, but if you bring that to the Western world, it's gonna be women rights, but it doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't work with us.
Jermaine, you watching from Nigeria right now. Jaw City, Nigeria. Shout to Nigeria. What's the
Yes,
relation
sir.
between Ghana and Nigeria right now?
Beautiful. Politically, everything is beautiful. Nigeria and Ghana. We used to tease one another. We have some our way of teasing one another
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
jollof rice thing. I don't know if you heard about it. They said their rice is better than our rice. We say our rice is better than their rice.
Oh,
So we have.
everybody got the rice and the fufu.
Yeah, yeah. We got that. We got that beef going on. But one day you're gonna try it yourself, and then you decide which rice is better, which jollof is better.
I am going to Ghana. I am going home to Nigeria.
Come over, man. Come over, man. It's not far. We can go together. I will go with you. So
Yeah, with me and
we
me.
go together. Yeah, yeah. You with me, man. Anytime you come to Ghana, man, you with me. 100%.
Yeah.
You're coming home. You're coming home.
And let me tell you something. If y'all don't
Yeah.
know, my brother Omar's a
Yeah.
big, strong dude, right?
Yeah.
Hey, hey, how many wives do you have? I just want to know.
No, I will marry 4 anyway. 4 women, no doubt.
You have 4. Oh, Omar got
No,
4. Yeah, chip off the old block.
yeah, bro.
Hey, listen. I'm not. Listen.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody judging over here, man. Let me. Do you? So a big issue. All right, I'm gonna get. April said she was just a April Leon. April Leon, you got to go to Ghana and hang out with my brother Omar, and she'll be all right. April, she's hold on. Let me get April on the phone this morning so she can talk to you. She's a very powerful woman in America, and
Oh yeah.
she's very powerful. And I don't know if she can handle that 4 wives situation.
Yeah, but it's African thing, bro, and then it's peaceful. You know what I mean? It's African thing. You see, that's the thing that no one can change it. It's
April,
like,
good morning. Good morning, April. I got my brother Omar on.
I'm definitely not about to be a fifth wife.
no, I said I'm gonna marry. I'm not married yet, but I'm gonna do it.
Oh, he said 4 wives. So,
Yeah, bro.
April, you got to go to Ghana. We got to go to Ghana. So now, listen. Every year, you got the big music festival in Ghana, and a lot of women come over. I bet y'all be I bet y'all be sawing through them American women like it's crazy. they don't want to go back. They don't
Why
want
not?
big, strong African dudes. They don't want to go back. Look at the smile on his face, April. Look at John says he's going. So let me ask you something. What? So when the American women go back, do you think they're gonna have a problem adjusting to Ghana?
Oh no. Hey, gotta take good care of visitors, man. If you're a visitor, you will love Ghana, man. So even they have a big American community in Ghana. They take care of. They will take you. They will pick you up from the airport. They will take care of good. They will take good care of you, man. That you don't even have a problem. Don't think about that one. Good
Well,
girl.
do you feel as men are polygamous by nature or monogamous by whatever? Do you feel monogamy is something that we're programmed to be in America? Because it's not.
Exactly. Monogamy is programmed by the Western. By bro. If we're gonna be honest, man, polygamy is man. That's even the animals are polygamous, man. So and we are.
You know what? You see, he can't help but crack himself up every time he says it. Like that's what's so funny. Like
What you say? What you say?
programmed in his own mind that makes him laugh at it every time he says it.
Yeah, but he just understands the reality. But remember, he lives right now. He's in Germany. He lives also in Germany, so he goes from Ghana back and forth to Germany. So he knows how it is in the German Western world. That's why he's laughing.
I don't know. The Western world, man, they bug with your monogamy shit. Well, nigga, that thing doesn't work, It doesn't work in Africa. So we can. They can talk till thy kingdom come. It's gonna work.
Children do you have, Omar? How many children?
So how many wives in Africa and how many sides in Germany? Like, that's the other question.
Again, I didn't understand that.
She says, "How many wives do you have in Africa, and how many side pieces do you have in Europe?"
In Africa, I don't have a wife yet, but I'm preparing to marry. A side chick, I got like 6 of them in Germany, man.
Yeah. Seven in Germany in Europe. You don't play. Hey, listen, international bell ringing, downtown swinging.
I know how many children he has fathered in this world.
Listen, he out there. Listen, at the end of the day, he's doing his job. He's paying them to get to the coast in Europe.
I'm my child support. I'm good.
Well, listen, you support your children as a father. You got to.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I don't play with my children. I do.
Yeah.
We are talking to the God in Toby right now. What in the world?
No, April, you understand the cultures are different than America and Africa. Yeah,
I totally understand.
This is a real African man.
I'm a Mandingo man. I'm still Mandingo man.
He is part of the Mandingo Bandu tribe, right?
I'm a Mandingo tribe, bro.
You hear that, April?
I'm a big Mandingo guy.
Yeah. He's letting everybody know what time it is.
I'm not gonna lie, I talk straight.
Yeah. So Omar, man, first of all, you are my brother. I love you, my brother.
I love you back, bro. I love you so much. I love you so much,
brother. Listen, so let's talk soon. But I'm coming to Ghana. So I'm going with you tonight.
Don't come back with cold eyes, man.
I'm not going.
April, you gotta come with him. Come see what's going on over there.
April, let's go to Ghana together. Let's go. We going to Ghana. Wow, man.
You're gonna love it. Love it.
All right, Omar, I'll talk to you later, my brother. Thank you for speaking.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Love you, brother.
I love you so much, bro.
Right,
okay, bro.
All right, bro. Yo, that's my man right there. Woo! Omar, shout him out. That dude, April. Wow. Sometimes you gotta just put things in perspective, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but what he was saying, like, we laugh and joke. My man Omar from the Mandingo tribe in Africa. Yeah. Well, I just want to say one thing. I normally don't come on when the MOP page is on, Lays, but I was a little dizzy when he was talking. All right, shut up, Lizzie. Lizzie about to change his citizenship. No, they chop your head off, Lizzie. They don't play. They're not even messing around with you at all. The seriousness to the story is, and this is something I was talking about, April, was about right now, all the stuff we're using, electric cars, the Teslas, and all the other stuff is being mined in the Congo by these cobalt mines. And we have a lot of people that are out there, the slave conditions still. We still go back to slave conditions. But this is what's in your iPhone. The iPhones can't run without them. If they stop doing this in the Congo and these cobalt mines, here's what's going to happen. Everything shuts down. So there's a big fight right now to try to organize what's happening, and the Chinese are at it. They've come to the table with the African leaders. The Russians are coming in providing arms for African countries, and the United States is still sitting on their ass, acting like, playing games with these people. The only way this is going to stop is if the African Americans in this country stand up and like, man, forget y'all, and go back or either connect with Africa themselves and say we're gonna have a cultural bond with Africa, just like our Jewish brothers have done with Israel. No matter what you do, the Jewish Americans have a cultural bond with Israel, and that's how they can continue a religious and cultural bond. That's how they can continue to improve the policies in the United States of America, and it's a very powerful policy. It's nothing to say anything bad about. It's what they're supposed to do. And I think the Americans in this country, African Americans, if they get off the ass and stop with all this BS, get off their ass and focus on ways to really, because that's the future. The jewelry you're buying retail starts in a mine in Africa. That's where it starts. Good morning, April. Are you a little dizzy? Are you a little dizzy from listening to Power?
No, he didn't sound no different from a dude from Brooklyn.
They say Will Atkins says a lot of Black Americans aren't going to do that because it's too much of a disconnect. No, I'm going to tell you why we're not going to do it. Just why the leaders in Africa are doing the same thing. We are so busy worrying about the status quo. We do it in hip hop. You could just watch hip hop. Look at that Grammys. We were so happy. You had dudes that was real political powerhouses. I'm just happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be here. They didn't make not one political statement, and we got our kids dying in the street. That's what something was bothering me about it. Something was bothering me about it. And I couldn't put my finger on it this morning. Every week, all week long, I was walking through, I'm bugging with it. Now they got the NFL over there. It reminds me of the slave trade. If they got the NFL over there, recruiting the biggest, strongest African men so they can bring them over to the NFL. What are we talking about? We don't need the NFL. They got soccer. Soccer and football. Soccer is football. Soccer is the football of Africa. What are you talking? We don't need y'all. Well, even Africans, they want the bag. They're going hard for the bag.
That's the entire world, right? But I think it's important. Like you can't speak about Africa as a whole in those terms, because even him speaking, right? Africa, they are still so divided amongst themselves in the continent.
Right.
Countries differ vastly along the continent of Africa. So they are not all doing the same thing. They are not on the same page. There's extreme poverty in certain countries than there are in others. A lot of bondage, slavery in worse forms, a lot of massacres, just playing out massacring in the streets in some places. So when we talk about Africa, we have to remember we're talking about an entire continent. And if we're going to talk about what a specific country is doing, that's different. But we are, if they are not unified as a continent, having the conversation about going back to Africa is a mute conversation, nor is that is no longer an ideal.
But let me forecast for you real quick. I need to forecast for you real quick so you understand the context of the conversation. Yes, you're right. There is dissension in Africa. There's dissension here. We have dissension, and everywhere we have all kinds of dissension, right? But let me explain something to you. They're saying in the next 30 to 40 years, Africa will become the most powerful, the most acknowledged. The middle class in Africa is growing and getting stronger, while in other countries like Europe and everything, their population is going down, their population is getting weakened, and over time, the African nation is still going to be stronger. Why wouldn't we get with them now? Why wouldn't we go back and get and align with our brothers and sisters over in Ghana? It doesn't mean we have to leave, but just culturally align with them. And even if we don't agree 100%, like at the end of the day, you can't get mad at the culture that has 4 and 5. A guy decides to have 4 and 5 wives. I know that shit ain't gonna fly over here. With Keisha and them from Brooklyn, she's not gonna be like, even though it's really happening, but she don't want to admit it. Boss Shaw got 6, 7 baby mamas out there. Stop lying. Stop lying. You stop lying. But that's what bothered me about it, April. I thought it was hilarious, but I thought this was a good conversation this morning because they got the NFL going over there now. The NFL is going over. Good morning, Utah. What up? What up? The Mormons, right? The Mormons in Utah. There you go. The Mormons in Utah. Yep. I saw Angeline Diva said she saw an African documentary of economic and African nation. They're still paying debts to European conquerors. Yes, still colonialism is in Africa. As I told you, the Senegalese government pays 85% of its GDP to France, and France gives them back 15% of the GDP to run the company, and they run off the debt. They will be in debt with France forever unless somebody comes in and shuts that down. Somebody's got to come in and shut that down. Somebody would come in. The Chinese is taking over in Africa, buying the land. Now, there's a big conversation. The Chinese have come to the table. There were 47 African countries that recently just came to the United States. And the United States didn't even have an agenda. They didn't even have, because the United States is so imperial. Let me tell you about imperialism, white imperialism in this country. It is so arrogant that it believes that the richest countries in the world, by the way, the Congo, Ghana, Nigeria, right, exactly, Tanya. Shut it down. But the richest countries in this on this nation and on this planet, everything comes from Africa. Still to this day, they are the richest. He just talked about the petroleum in the Congo. Now, they wouldn't even have an agenda. Guess what happens? The Chinese have an agenda. The Russians have an agenda. The Russian says, I will give you arms to protect yourself. And the Chinese people are saying, I will give you investment. Do you think they want to deal with the Chinese? But at least they're coming to them and dealing with them with some sort of respect. The Americans are not respecting the African nations, and they're not giving them the respect that they need. So of course, the African nations won't deal with America. But if they shut out America in this country, we're going to lose to China. I'm telling you right now. Watch me. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. Right now, that's why China's kicking our ass right now.
But China and Japan they still have their hands in a lot of the commodities that we have as well. And look at what happened to the factory that burnt down. There were no chips available for cars. Like there was a conglomerate in them making this chip that all of these cars need to operate.
Yeah, that's true, April. But they're processing them in China, but they're getting the resources from Africa. Where do you think all of the cobalt is coming from?
I get that, but everybody has their hands in the pot, right? And even when we go back to slavery, everybody had their hands in the pot. There are so many people complicit because it's about greed. Doesn't matter where you come from. There is greed that's always controlling these decisions and these partnerships. And the average person is not taken into consideration. They have not been, nor will they continue to be.
Well, there is greed in every conversation, but the biggest conversation that we're dealing with is the African nations deciding to sell the. Listen, if they stop giving up, I'm gonna tell you right now. If
they stop doing it, they don't get the money that they need as well. Like they depend on the partnerships that they are forming.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Let me stop. Let's pause there for a second. In 1957, they made an attempt to do Pan-Africanism, and it was always shut down because always they were infiltrated by a European nation that would go in and they would go in from South Africa to the Dutch, everybody else to the English. They would go in there, and then they would buy out the African leader, and they could get them to sell out. What's happening now, the African leaders are now deciding to come together. The Pan-African movement is coming together now where they're creating a currency, an African currency. They're creating an African unification space. They're about to be in the G20. I guarantee you, if this goes the way it's supposed to go, that will change the paradigm, and then the Europeans will not be able to break the code. If the African nations stick together right now, they will shut out the rest of the world, and then they will control the trade that comes from Africa. Now, listen, I know this is not.
That's key right there. It's like everything is absolutely correct.
Why did they kill Gaddafi? That's why they killed him.
Exactly.
Right.
Right, but freezing that spot right there. It's also contingent on the unification of an entire continent.
Right. Well, or at least the major countries in Africa that are the powerhouses. Right.
That's not fair to say, because if we go along with that thinking, then we're saying it's still okay for countries within our homeland to suffer to the extent that they're suffering. And I have a lot of friends who come from different countries of Africa. So yeah, there's a lot of horrible, disgusting things that are continuing to happen in those places, as if like we are no longer in the situation.
There's horrible shit happen here, April. I mean, what are you talking about?
I know, but we're not doing that, right? We agree with that.
Right.
Every place.
Right.
I mean, look at Turkey. There's an earthquake.
That's your Turkey. 1,000 people dying in Turkey for the earthquake, which is a terrible thing, by the way, because they still in Syria and Turkey, huge earthquake just happened a few days ago, and they're still digging people out, babies and everything. It's one of the most
horrible infrastructure, like where people were already impoverished, where people were already struggling. So this is happening all around the world. It's not isolated to any place.
Right.
But if we're talking about the unification of a country, our motherland, then we cannot ignore the atrocities that are taking place. And it's not okay to say, well, if we unify with some of the powerful countries, then we can get this going. I think that's unfair to say.
But who are we? Who are we as African American people to sit back and tell somebody how to culturally live their lives? We don't know what the culture is. It's your opinion because you live here, but it's not your right to tell somebody how to live in a culture. What are you talking about?
I'm not talking about that. Okay. I'm talking about it's not okay to say we'll unify, which is not going to happen anyway, but we'll unify with the strongest countries in Africa and pretend that everything else has happened.
Now we're parsing words, because I'm just saying it's about leading the way. That's what I'm saying. We need to lead the way.
And I understand that, because then we're no longer trying to escape the mindset that has us all mixed up here.
I got you. Okay. What the point he was making, and what Omar said before he got off, he said, the largest amount of people that came out of the slave trades came through Ghana. We had other doors in Senegal and Angola and all the other places, but the biggest amount of people came through the door of no return in Ghana. And what he's saying is Ghana, Nigeria, and large countries like that, Rwanda, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, they have to lead the way. I'm not saying that and if they were to from a Pan-African position, take surround countries that need help, that don't have the military, that don't have the resources, like the Congo and other countries. If we as African Americans culturally reconnected with Africa, what will end up happening is they will get our support, and then we will get their support. Because let me tell you something, that $100,000 chain buys you a piece of a diamond mine somewhere in Angola, where they picking up diamonds off the floor. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to buying them retail, buying them after they've been watered down and cut and stepped on, and now you're getting stepped on diamonds. You run around with a chain on, and now you think you fly in hip hop, wearing stepped on diamonds that somebody died to mine. That's the point I'm making, April. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely agree.
You know, but anyway, I thought that was a good conversation. And by the way, he wants you to come to Africa. He wants you to come.
I have a few friends from Ghana, and I know exactly what it is.
You know what it is. You know how he's moving. You see that? You see that smile on his face? Tell April, bring April with you.
Every time he thinks about it, and he cannot stop laughing at himself. The uncertainty is real, but you're right. No different from little Shafiq running around. You know, got a baby mama on different floors in the same project. So, yeah.
No, listen, man. You know. Anyway, all right, April. I saw you later. April Leon, everybody. That's my sister. All right, April. Bye, April. Bye, April. Yo. I thought that was great. The NFL. TD, good morning, TD. What will the destiny of black people be worldwide? God only knows. But listen, at the end of the day, listen. No disrespect. Man, you know what? Disrespect to all the other podcasts that are out there having these conversations, but not having these conversations. All these other hip hop podcasts that are out there, and they're talking about fake stories of guys that you know, you wasn't even live in the streets, by the way. You wasn't. Because the rappers wasn't the live dudes in the streets. The rappers was the music guys. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a music dude. I'm from Brownsville. I'm a music dude. I know the gangsters. They wasn't the rappers. The rappers are now telling fake stories like they the gangsters. Y'all lying. Stop lying. Wasn't you. There was another guy that had that name that you took and became a rapper, and now you're using it to become famous. Wasn't you. And they're using the airtime when they have enough people on it that they can actually tell the real stories. And they can use it to culturally connect our 46 million African American people. There's ways we could do it. But we're not being responsible. We're too busy worrying about dissing Puffy or dissing Jay-Z or dissing this other dude or dissing this other dude. We're too busy being happy, which is what I thought about the Grammys. It was like we were so happy that we were like, I'm happy to be here. But we forgot the mission. How many times are we going to keep forgetting the mission? The mission is always to bring our children, our families, our people out of whatever mental slavery that they in so that they can become better for the next generation. Woo! Woo, Senegal, you know what it is, Senegal. I've been there. You know what it is. I've been to Gory Island. I understand. I'm an enlightened man. I've been there. I see my brothers and sisters in Senegal. I've been there. Too busy being distracted. People stand up, wake the fuck up. I saw Public Enemy. You know when I saw Public Enemy on the Grammys, you know what I saw him doing? All I saw was Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav should be, sit your ass back there. I need to see S1Ws. Yeah, listen, we still here. I need to see Professor Griff. want this. I don't want to see that. No disrespect. I love Flav, but I'm just saying, you accent. You distraction. Why do we call ourselves, and listen, I'm not going to come on this format and diss rappers. I'm saying that we're missing the ability to take advantage because we're so happy because people give us a little bit of a bone and we get so happy and so it's so acceptant of this little bone and we run with it. We just, we down, we made it. Nigga, yo, Duke, what do you mean you made it when you already own it? It's already yours. How the hell can somebody give you something that already belonged to you? What are we talking about? Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! How do we gonna keep giving you something that you already own? Hip hop is ours. We own it. But we don't. They just tell us we don't own it. They give rules to hip hop that we have to abide by. Wake up! Whew, man, where my man Glaze at this morning? Oh, somebody talked me off the roof this morning. I see it all day, every day, man. I see it all. I see it in every form of business. I see it everywhere. Every form of business, every form of life. They're taking something that we create and giving it to us as if they own it. We own it. All we got to do is say no. Get together and say no. Who gives a fuck about a goddamn Grammy? Who cares about a Grammy? Fuck them niggas, man. We don't need them. We don't need them. Why do we need them? Why do we need them? Come on, stop playing with me. We are very powerful people. It's not blank. It's not about. It's not. Come on, Glaze. Come on, pull me down, Glaze. You know I'm turned up this morning, Glaze.
I see. They got you. Africa got you. The motherland got you turned up this morning, man.
Well, first of all, I'm turned up this morning. I left my MOP page on this morning because I need to make a document. Listen, at the end of the day, let me just say this to you. And what I saw, what really turned me off, what really got me this morning, right, was this last thing of, let me show y'all this. This is what really got me. Yo, bro, this is, oh man, this really got me this morning because this looked like modern day slavery. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like
prospects from the continent of Africa, all countries here to compete for a shot to make it to the NFL, being coached by some of the best that the game has to offer from this continent.
This is them recruiting Africans for they in a soccer field recruiting Africans in Ghana. Wow. Tell me why you. Yeah, this is why I'm mad.
Wow.
You understand? We could have came here. We could have.
Well, I mean, you know.
Brought like jerseys and and said, here, run around. But that's not what we're here.
Those are our African brothers that they're recruiting to play in the NFL.
That's what we're here.
You know, that reminds me of the slave trade. That's what that reminds me of, the slave trade.
Yeah, well, shit. It also reminds me of how much more money you want to take away from Black Americans. I mean, you got the NFL is all black right now.
Well, because you know why? We woke. The Black Americans are woke, and if they can continue to go get Africans who don't know how it works in America, and they change the life financially of Africans, you don't got to pay as much. Number one, you don't have to. They don't have the same mentality. You don't have to deal with that woke mentality of the African American in this country, and then you don't have to deal with the potential ownership of the African American in this country who are saying, yo, enough of this where we don't own. You know, there's only one person that owns, a majority owner of one black person that owns anything in any sports. That's Michael Jordan. One black person. That's baseball, football, basketball, and amazing in sports. One black person. Where the majority of players are black, even the Dominicans are black. I don't care how much they want to bleach their face. They black.
Well, you know, man, anything of anything of world influence, man, they keep to themselves. We can't get anything. I mean,
that's the point I'm making. Well, no, hold on for a second. Yeah. They own all of it. 99% of it they own. And so now what they're doing is they're reaching out and trying to go in Africa and recruit them from our African brothers and sisters. First of all, they don't need the NFL. The Africans got soccer. Soccer is the biggest sport in the world. What
biggest sport in the world.
But they don't need you.
They don't.
They don't need you.
Nope.
And then that Grammys, man. It was something Glaze. It was something bothering me about the Grammys, man. You're gonna have to take this from me, man. There's something bothering me about the Grammys, and it just hit me this morning. I was like, they didn't do nothing about what's happening in our community. They didn't stand up. There was no form of protest. There was no like, yo. It was just about, look at me now. I'm accepted by these corny ass, stiff ass Grammy motherfuckers. Like they didn't go, wait a minute. We us, not y'all let us be us. It was framed in some hip hop way that the white, it's like hip hop, the way white people understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hip hop the way we want to give it to you.
The way we want to give it to you. Now, this is not politically correct, what I'm saying today.
And it's bad because we want to give you want to talk good about it because it is still a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
I'm tired of them. I'm tired of us being happy for getting a bone thrown at us.
We were given a bone. I don't care what you say. All right, Jay-Z could be mad at this. LL could be mad at this. All the people could be mad at this. But we was given a bone. From something from a cow that we created. They gave us a bone from a cow that we created. Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Just like how you said, there's only one black owner, one owner, right? How long has it took for the Grammys to acknowledge us in that kind of situation, in that manner, and then that was it?
Gave us a bone. They gave us a small little section. And I saw
hurry up and sped you through it.
I heard Questlove was making we couldn't get artists. Yeah, because a lot of artists wouldn't deal with it. How do you have it without Nas? And even in his conversation, as much as I love Questlove, but what he was basically saying was, I'm just taking whatever they give me, man.
Yeah.
How about all the hip hop guys got together and said, "No, we're not doing the Grammys. They got to do it in the way we need to get it done, so we can actually show love to everybody."
Right, so we could really tell the story.
Why don't you? And everybody just say, "Nah, we not doing this." They got together and said, "Forget y'all, we not doing this," and we're gonna maybe put together our own awards and have all these major players on these dudes is rich now. They billionaires and multimillionaires. They could go out there and get the sponsorship to make it bigger than the Grammys. The Grammys is dying. The Grammys is dying. The Grammys is dying. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
The Grammys is dying. It's dying.
No, it's true. It's true. Grammys is dead. They thought that this thing was going to revive it. They thought, we're going to give them 50 years of hip hop, and that'll bring them back.
The Grammys
we'll reel them in.
Right.
But that just by seeing that doesn't make me say, "Oh man, I can't wait to see the Grammys next year."
No, because we're not going to be on it next year.
Right. That was it. They gave you your bone. Now take your bone and go in the corner and lick it. Chew on it.
Yeah, we gotta wake up. Listen, at the end of the day, we gotta wake up, man. And I'm not here to preach. I'm not trying to preach to nobody, right? I'm just trying to give y'all basic economics. 46 million people generating $1.7 trillion in the economy. That means we are generating way more output than our population. How come we ain't using that?
Definitely.
The African country, the Congo, is the richest soil on the planet. How come we don't control that? Why don't we control that?
Yeah, because we can't. Because we don't control anything. We control nothing, and shit, barely. They barely control themselves.
They walked in 47 African countries winning to see the president. That they didn't even have an agenda for them. They were just like me. I know y'all happy to be here. Let's just let me say what I'm gonna say to y'all. And he disrespected 47 leaders of the African country, and they took it, walked away mad and cursed him out on their own networks where nobody could hear it, as opposed to cursing his ass out right on CNN on Fox News. What are you talking about? William said it. William Atkins said it because we sell each other out. We will sell each. I see it every single day. We sell each other out
in a heartbeat. For something small, we'll sell each other out for the smallest thing.
But
it's a terrible thing, man.
And I'm not trying. Listen, they gave us something. That's what you're saying. So that by saying that they gave us something is a presumption that they own you,
right? That we have to look for them for acceptance. They gave us something, right? That's why I kept saying, we have our own shit. We don't need them to give. We're giving them our talent. We're giving them our heart, body, and soul. What is it to give up a little bit of money? Come on.
I don't believe it's over. William Atkins, I do not believe it's over. I do not believe that we cannot grasp. I know that people that speak up and that promote independence in a vocal way are always murdered. I'm going to tell you something. Like, you don't even understand how dangerous this conversation I'm having right now. I know that later on, Billy is going to be like, yo, Lays, you got to chill. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Because when you're putting your own life in danger. Because there are forces out there that want to kill people like Gaddafi. They want to kill people like Malcolm X. They want to kill people because, like Martin Luther King, they want to kill people like Marcus Garvey. They want to kill people who speak to the empowerment of us.
Yes, anybody that speaks to any type of financial literacy, taking control. It's over. You can't. We have to be very careful with how we say things,
right?
Because they're listening.
And listen,
no matter what we think, they listen.
And I'm not saying me being empowered is you being weakened. I'm saying, why can't we all have power? Why can't we share it? Especially if what I'm giving, fair exchange is no robbery. Fair exchange is no robbery. If I'm giving you all these resources, they or discredit them or use our own people to discredit them. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter.
Well, they use our own people against us anyway. They'll put us against us.
Look at the programming now. Look what's popular in hip hop now. That's why when I play my music in the morning, y'all love it because it reminds you of a time when the music was actually good. It reminds you when the music was good.
Our music used to empower us as a people. We from the drums of Africa, we gathered our strength off of the music, off of the melodies that we derived, that we made. Our strength derived from those movements of rhythmical movement. Right now, there's no rhythmical movement. There's no mental movement into anything. They're making our music is mindless, is genderless, it's meaningless.
It's I hate myself. It's I hate myself music.
Right. How can we be putting out meaningless music? We didn't have that before, man.
Yeah.
Our music meant something. Right now, it don't mean shit.
It was Maria Davis said we used to put out warrior music. Now we don't. We don't put out warrior music. We put out
right. She said we put out self-destruction.
Yeah, self-destruction music. There you go.
And it's true. Self-destruction.
Yeah. But that's what they're paying for. You know what I'm saying? You can get that all day.
That's what they wanted.
Yeah, you can get labels to put that out. Then folks wouldn't have anything appropriate without black folks. You're right. Yeah, but that's the point. Listen, me saying this in the morning to my MOP family, my OSG family, and all of this stuff, me talking about being a revolutionary in these spaces are important. But y'all got to take this. Y'all got to go ahead and spread this word to people. Y'all got to go out there and talk about this. Y'all got to go out there and keep living. You got to live what you think. Live what you think. Live how you feel. If you ain't living what you feel, then you ain't living.
You're living.
Live what you feel. I love fame. You know I love fame? Because fame is like, I'm going to be me regardless. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about y'all. Whatever. I'm going to do what I do. That's what I love about fame all day. This is what I do.
Yeah, you gotta be that, man. Take your stand.
From the legal cast, from lawyers. You see how black lawyers all got a ceiling? They can't go higher. in corporate world because they won't accept it. You see our network executive. You saw what happened with Bill Cosby tried to buy NBC. All of a sudden, every 50-year-old white woman came out of the crevice and said he raped her. Well, what happened 50 years ago? What happened?
Come on. It's crazy. Let's go back when I don't want to mess up everybody's name, but the Powerhouse Four, I don't remember the last one. I know Queen Latifah, Jay Prince. Don't quote me if it was Sugar or was somebody else in that power, but they were trying to build our own distribution network for our own music.
Oh yeah, well, Irv Gotti, Gotti, and those guys got together.
And was Irv Gotti, and the next thing, right? Irv Gotti. The next thing you know, everybody got a case against them. Queen Latifah brother died. I mean, it was a big deal.
But Irv
Gotti
is a team player when it comes to the music business. I mean, forget what are we talking about? Irv Gotti is a team player. He is part of that system. He plays the game of the music business. He's basically Leo Cohen. Irv Gotti is Leo Cohen, except for he's Irv Gotti. You know what I'm saying? He follows that. He follows that lead. So it would have never worked with Irv Gotti involved with that. It would have never worked with Irv Gotti involved with that.
But you know where I'm going with it. Once again, we can't have anything of our own.
They killed all the courageous ones who left, and those that left are afraid to have their own freedoms or lives taken away or killed. Our best brothers, Khalid Muhammad, was one of the last warriors we had, and they used his wife to take him out. Yeah.
Right. They killed him. Come on, man. They killed Khalid Muhammad, man. That was horrible.
Yeah. Minstrel show.
One of the last voices. It's so crazy, man, because it's hard. We can't have a voice. As soon as you have a voice that tries to change something, they come and snuff it out.
But who are they at the end of the day? Who are they? That's the question we got to ask ourselves. And why do they have power over you? That's the question. Why do they? Let's play with the pronouns. This is the era of pronouns, right? Why do they have power over you? That's the question. That's the question.
Right.
That's the
what are your morals? What are your morals and values?
Where you at? Where's your power? I'm telling you something. As a guy who went against some of the biggest names in the music business for all these years, trust me, it wasn't easy. I had a lot of fights. I fought a lot of big people. I ain't never scared. It is what it is. Your Uncle Lace from World Famous. I ain't never
look what you did with your fight. And with the fight that you fought, you came in and changed the game. You brought a music genre to the game that changed it. Rebel music, we had rebel, Bob Marley was considered rebel music.
They killed Bob Marley.
You know what I'm saying? They killed Bob Marley.
Yeah.
But let's be real. When MOP came to the game and that brought rebel music to the next level, they brought it to hip hop.
Because we were unapologetic, and there were many times that they told me, well, can we calm it down a little bit? And even Billy is like, maybe we should have not cursed as much. But at the end of the day, I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem with what we did. And the way we did it.
That was very reminiscent. That's almost like the Shaka Zulu of hip hop. You came in and shook the game.
Not scared of the way we did it.
The energy alone, that energy is what we needed. That's what we need now.
Not afraid of how we did it. And not afraid of how we're going to do it. And at the end of the day, it don't matter. We're going to keep letting y'all wake y'all punk asses up, because ultimately, and if I'm the only voice left saying it, because I deal with motherfuckers today that still want to play the system from that punk ass position as opposed to acknowledging your own power. First of all, everybody within the sound of my voice, you are powerful.
Let's go.
You are powerful. Black people, white people, poor people, you are powerful. Don't play with me. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. I've fought these fights. I've been fighting these fights. Y'all, we are powerful. Oh, I wasn't even sharing the music. I was blasting that shit. Nobody heard it. We are powerful. You know what I'm saying? I had music to that, guys. It was crazy. It was a whole dramatic moment. Watch this. He heard it. We do not compromise for you mother effers. And at the end of the day, I didn't even want to be invited. I don't care about the Grammys. I'm not a guy. Everybody talking about they wasn't invited. I don't care. Don't invite me to the Grammys. But if you're gonna do something for 50 years of hip hop, do something for real. Do something. Okay?
That's why we gotta take it over. We gotta do it.
I mean, I don't know, because I don't co-sign most of these dudes. Because most of these dudes are frauds. So I can't co-sign a lot of frauds. So I don't know if it'll work from that perspective. I understand that. But if it's about hip hop, then let it be about hip hop. Hip hop is sufficient. It's enough. It's the biggest entertainment in the world. It is a billion.
It's the biggest influence.
It is a one now. It used to be a $500 billion industry. Hip hop is now a $1 trillion industry. It is a $1 trillion industry.
The most influential genre of not only music, just that whole time period and what hip hop has spawned from that.
Right.
It's the great. We've put
the most
our mark on this planet. Yes.
The most powerful culture.
Yes.
Let me tell you what it made. It made communication. It made social media. All that comes out of hip hop. It made video games. The loop-based technology that they use to make video games comes from hip hop. Just so you understand what's happening here. It all comes from hip hop.
Everything, man. Everything, down to now the fashion that everyone wears is from hip hop.
The fashion industry, the liquor industry, all comes from hip hop.
Even to the language, down to the way people speak. Yo, chill out. Hey, homeboy. Everything is from hip hop.
The vernacular, when they stole rock and roll from the black musicians, hip hop then came in and killed rock and roll. Killed it. Killed rock and roll. You can't do a rock and roll nothing nowhere. You can't even put a tour together for rock and roll nowhere. The biggest tours in the world are hip hop tours. Come on, man. Come on.
Crazy with it.
No, I'm gonna leave y'all on this today. Know your power. Know your power. Know your power. Know your power. Know how powerful you are. Trust me. Know how powerful you are. If you know your power, they can't take it away from you.
We are the power structure.
If you know your power, they can't take it away from you. Africa, know your power. Stop letting them come in there and take y'all stuff. Africa, know your power. This stuff didn't exist.
One.
Anyway, Glaze. All right.
Two. Check me out. Right
yeah, we was on all of them. We was on all the major labels. And we went in there with the same attitude. We were actually known for holding Sony hostage. I ain't gonna tell you that story.
Right? They ain't gonna get in the MOP protocol.
We ain't never ever fold. Not even on the majors. All right, well, we're cool now, I'm just saying. Anyway, thank you, Glaze. Enough. Thank y'all for coming in this morning. I was going wild out. I was going wild out today because I felt like, I think we're being a little complacent. I'm not mad at nobody. Oh, you missed the Sony story. Yeah. You don't know. You want to know. It was a lot of stories. Enjoy today, everybody. Just stay positive, but just don't compromise, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay positive, but do not compromise. Don't compromise your integrity. Don't compromise who you are. Don't let them. I'm giving you something to feel as if you don't let nobody give you something that you know that you have already. Africa, stand up. Stop letting them come in there and giving you something that you already have. Those are your minds. Those are your resources. Africa, stand up. Africa, stand up. Love y'all, man. Thank y'all very much. Billy gonna curse me out today. He be like, yo, man, why you gotta be so woke? It's all right, man. This your boy Uncle Ace from the Raw Perspective Morning Email. Shout to my OSG family. Shout to my MOP First family. Y'all have a great day. Y'all have a great day. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. We got to find a way to know that this is ours. This thing of ours belongs to us. We don't need the Grammys. We didn't need the Grammys. I'm sorry. Stop co-signing bullshit. We already have the people. Think of those verses that we used to do. How many people would come and do those verses? It may not have to be the verses no more. Think about how many people that actually go and watch Drink Champs. When you start to do the numbers, the data, the numbers will tell you. We got more people that stand up for hip hop. Wake up. Wake up. And you got the money now. It's not like you didn't have the money before. You got the money now. You got the money now. Jay-Z, J Prince, Puff, 50. We got the money. We don't need them. Stop running from me. This your boy Uncle Ace in the building. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll see y'all Monday. Very exciting show today. Have fun today. Y'all have a great day. Yeah. All right. Whatever. If anybody took offense to anything I said today, I apologize. I'm not trying to offend nobody, but I'm speaking for my people. I love my people. They got the money. But sometimes when you get money, you're scared to lose it. Look what they did to Kanye. In a week. Pay attention. There are forces out there that don't want us to know that we are in control. We are in control. So I'm not going to, I'm going to get out of here today. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great day, everybody.